Welcome forward today into our next steps forward into resilience. Sharing together these precious 500 seconds of resilience. I'm only asking you for less than 10 minutes out of your day to consider something that maybe will change your life, or my guarantee to you, it will change your perspective on this very present moment. Let's get into it. Let's call this topic today, this episode, Pulling the Curtains Back. Pulling the curtains back. On you, on me, on facts, on lies, on pretensions, on truth, on what we can observe and communicate, on what we can see, hear, sense, smell, taste, touch, feel, and then express and share with those that we encounter, the ones we intend to encounter, and those we don't know from whoever, total strangers. Either way, we can be that open and raw into who and what we are, not worrying about what they say or what the mainstream says or what the media approves or what the authors of the canceling culture says. That should not be our concern or even on our radar. The key point here is to re-emphasize the fullness of your resilience. No need to observe from behind the curtains or from behind the shadows of now, of here and now. Don't need to hide yourself from what you know is your truth. Now, I can say this from my experiences, sometimes that truth of being married 3 times, then being divorced 3 times. That's not something to be promoting as, on a t-shirt. Hey, look how well I've done in the marriage game or in the divorce game. Not something to be proud of, but can't hide behind that. Gotta wear that. Gotta own it. I'm responsible for that. I am the constant in all 3 marriages. I am the constant in all 3 divorces. Can't point to anybody that says it was their fault. I was the guy who was there. I have to own that and go forward with what I learned, not of them, what I learned of me. Where did I fall short in myself? And I said, when this episode enterprise started months ago, as I'm sharing with you, these discussions, these revelations are not for you, really. They're really for me to say, wow, damn, I should have learned that. Or no, I guess I did learn it, but now I am expressing it. I am recording it, making a open ledger, public ledger entry for me to review, for me to learn from. If I forgot, hey, you said it. And we know very well, whatever you speak into existence is going to come back to you. Not in the same way you put it out there, but use that as the metric for what we do or what we don't do. No need to communicate from behind the scene or behind the camera, your own camera, your own stage. You're present. You're the number one in that movie. It's your movie. The scene of here and now requires your presence and your production. Your purpose and message in life doesn't just show up for you. Like it appears in, let me take that and put it on the shelf, or let me take that and sell it. No, that's come from within you. Has to be something you own. No, sorry, bad word. We don't own anything. We only observe and act on it, communicate it, and accept the responsibility and accountability, not owning. We're taking these graces, these talents, and these opportunities presented to us, created for us. All we have to do is take those raw resources, raw resource references, and produce. Produce based upon what you know you brought here to do. We have to show up not just for that message and purpose, we have to show up in that message and purpose. Now, I said earlier about showing up raw. I don't mean necessarily naked and all that. It would be pretty for me. For me, I wouldn't want to show you that nakedness. Not that pretty. But definitely we can show up raw and translucent. I can't get with that fantasy transparent. We're not windows. But we can show that glow from within as best we can. That's the translucence I'm talking about. Translucent. Coming through, showing through the light that's burning within you and I. Being open and clear and accessible to your own truth without the coverings and the pomp and circumstances. When my show, your show, our show, when it closes for the day, metaphorically, you draw the curtains and you retire. Similar to that Stoic mantra about memento mori. After you've done what you needed to do in this moment, in this day, in this night, in this hour, whatever, remember you must die. Doesn't have to be the final repose of you, but my question to you is, did you put in everything you could into this moment, into this day, into your existence? Yes, we might get the grace of another refresh, another next new, another next now. But if we don't, we have this one right now that we're communicating in right now. This moment, this now, this here and now is all we ever have. We can hope for more. More of what? More of the best you have right now? Maybe. But instead of hoping forward, how about producing right now with the now you have in front of you in your own hands, your own heart, your own mind? But with each opening moment of your currency, how current you are. How current you are with your presence. How current you are with your production. You throw the curtains open for the show of your resilience in this moment to shine, to lighten the way for others to see, but first of all, to guide yourself going forward. Now that's showtime. That's pulling the curtains back. Yeah, before I was talking about stepping in front of those curtains so you're open, you're raw, you're not naked, but translucent. But then when you retire, you might pull those curtains together for your break. But then, the next show, the next new now, it's showtime. What time is it? Stay current, because it's always 8:20.